full bath. Now that I'm done with facial and hair wash, I can proceed with full bath. So before doing that, I have to make sure that I have everything that I need. I have the baby's bathtub with water in it, okay? So the water temperature should be not more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. How do you measure that? You may use a thermometer, or if you don't have a thermometer, you can use your elbow. So dip it into the water, and if you feel that it's not too warm, or I mean it's not not too warm or not too cold, it's just right, then you can actually submerge the baby into the water. Now, how do I proceed with that? So from football hold, I would reposition the baby into cradle hold like this. And then I would unswaddle the baby. 1, 2. Okay, so as I unswaddle the baby, I have to remove the baby's wrap, like totally. So I would do it this way from the back, and then I would hold the baby securely onto his armpit like this. And now I have support. The baby is being supported at the back of my elbow, and one of my hand is on the baby's armpit. Now this towel has to be placed just close to you, so that it's easy to grab it when it's time for drying and wrapping after the full bath. Okay, so after unwrapping the baby, you have to also remove the baby's diaper. And how do you do that? So you unfasten. You make sure that the tub, it's close, okay? So that it will not get attached to the baby's skin. Like this. And I would remove the baby's diaper from the bottom. And I pray that there's no surprises. Sometimes it happens, and there's no surprises. And after removing the baby's diaper, you have to quickly put the baby on the tub because it gets cold and the baby might get too uncomfortable, okay? So how do I do that? I would usually support the baby's back, neck, and the baby's head with one of my hand, and the bottom I have to support also with one of my hand. And I would gradually put the baby down, not too fast. So usually would let the baby feel the water first with the baby's feet like this. Okay, feel the water. Feel the water, and slowly I position the baby down with one of my hands supporting the baby's head. Now with the sponge, I dip it, and with water I would wet the baby's body. So I'm done with hair wash and facial, so I just concentrate on the baby's body from the baby's neck down to the baby's feet. Now that the baby's body is already wet, I would pump body wash onto my palm, and then I would work my way to all the crevices starting from the baby's neck. I only use my hand. Why? Because I need to feel if there's any bumps or any dryness in any part of the baby's body. And if that's alarming, I try to observe, and I tell my client to have it checked. All right. So I work my way onto the baby's upper extremities. Okay, all those folds in between the fingers. And as I do that, I also wet and rinse the baby from neck down. Okay, so it's like a two-part cleaning, washing. Okay, now we're done with that. I grab this towel and position and place it on the baby's chest so the baby won't feel cold because this is exposed. And then I work from the baby's waist down to the baby's feet, okay? And I also constantly wet the baby's chest so that he won't feel cold. So I do the same thing. I work on the lower extremities. So this is the body wash. Okay, go through those crevices. Okay, all those folds. You have to make sure that it's really clean in between your toesies. And then we rinse. Ooh, feels so good. Feels so good. If your baby suddenly cries and if the baby is taking pacifier, you have to make sure that you give the pacifier, you shush the baby, give the pacifier before you continue with what you're doing so that, oops, the baby would, you will not end up having a baby screaming on the tub. Okay, all right. Now you're not crying anymore. Let's take it out. Continue with the rinsing. So now we're done with the front part of the baby's body. Now we proceed with cleaning the back part, okay? So how do you do that? You grab the baby and under his armpit like this, and then you turn the baby by moving the baby's left shoulder towards you until he faces down, like this. Okay, make sure that the baby is resting securely onto your forearm or arm. All right, and your hand is also securely holding the baby's armpit like this. As you can see, it's secure. The baby is leaning forward as well, so you're in control. And one hand has to do all the work. Okay, let's wet the baby's back. Like what I have told earlier during hair wash, if there are some shampoo that's left behind the baby's head, you can easily rinse it when you do the bath and when you reach the part of cleaning the back part of the back of the baby. Okay, so pump the body wash onto your palm and wash the baby's back, of course, and also the baby's bottom. And then you rinse using the sponge, which collects water. You don't squeeze. Just press it gently against the baby's body. Okay, and you're almost done. Now I always have this extra water for the final rinse, okay? So I would do gently final rinse like this so that all the soap is out of the baby's body and also onto the baby's feet. And with the use of this sponge, I absorb all the remaining water as if I'm drying. Okay, this part you have to make sure that you do it quickly because it totally exposed the baby's back. And then I grab my towel, okay? So how do I do this towel? I position the hood just by my shoulder. I spread it out like this. I still have extra washcloth to dry the baby's back. And this washcloth actually is also a protection just in case the baby pee-pees. So I place it here at the baby's bottom. And then I grab the baby. So the baby should be facing outwards, okay? The baby shouldn't be facing inward like this. The baby should be facing outwards, and then you do the 1, 2, 3 steps in wrapping the baby, okay? So what is the 3 steps in wrapping the baby after bath? It's this. Okay, we put our arms down. We're done with bath. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you can put the hood like this, and then you hold the baby, cradle hold. See? So this is how I do the baby wrap after a full bath. And then as I do that, I start to also dry the baby, especially the baby's neck, all the folds. You have to make sure that it's dry. And then I proceed with changing of the baby's outfit into nighttime outfit. Usually it's the footies. Again, I would let the baby wear Pampers dry diapers, especially if the baby is not being changed middle of the night. What else? I swaddle the baby and put the baby down for bedtime.